Welcome back, everybody. Good to have you back here in Fort Chaosdale. It's episode 2 and we are creating a Florida-inspired city, which isn't a city yet. We just started to build a first block, and today we want to add a nice town center in our first neighborhood. So don't forget to like and subscribe and enjoy our second episode. Let's go. And you can see we want to add a town center right here. But first you can see we have a little bit of demand for some horses. So let's start by creating a crematorium on the other side of this small river. And we want to detail it later on. Maybe not today, maybe in the next episode. Make something nice of it. But for now we can place it here. And of course extend our neighborhood with some low residential housing before we get to the town center. And let's zone some commercial and some industry, even though we don't have any commercial demand at the moment. But in time it will grow, I'm sure. But we have industry demand, so some new jobs for the people. And now let's fill in the rest of the space with more housing. And great, we're a small village now, which gives us some money and some more milestones. Even though I want to unlock everything, which was a question from the first episode, I just forgot to do it before I loaded the save game. But we can find it. It's basically the same as unlocking everything. But yes, I want to focus on detailing a little bit more, so I decided to unlock everything. So, and here we are in our upcoming town center. We have some spaces to fill, some odd spaces. Let's see what we can do about it. I want to start by adding some tennis and basketball courts for some leisure. Even though the tennis courts won't be functional, but it will look cool, I'm sure, and I will create at least a functional basketball court on the outside of this small lane. And as I said in the last episode, I want to make everything as walkable as I can. So we continue adding this nice path here in between the houses and buildings, so people can walk around pretty nicely. So the tennis courts are ready. Let's continue to add some palm trees alongside this main road. And now we add this basketball court and detail it up a little bit. And I want to create a little picnic or barbecue area, whatever you want to call it. Add some benches and some trees for the people to enjoy and relax our park and leisure area here in the middle of the neighborhood. And here, oh, great, the ambulance is on its way. So our only service besides here is working fine. I've reduced the budget for now because we want to make money. So we only have one ambulance for everyone, but at the moment it's enough. I think we have one here too, but they'll figure it out. They will be okay for now. Okay, continue to add some more greenery here in the middle of this neighborhood. Alright, so far so good. Here we are, and the next space I want to add a nice fancy large building, a signature residential building. Let's see what we can fit here in this one space. A nice mansion would be cool, but that's too big, I guess. It's a little too big. It's much big. That's too big. It's too small. Could fit. Yeah, maybe that's too small. That's a little bit too small as well. So let's take this beautiful villa here and extend this lot a little bit more, so we fill in this space pretty good. And here we are, some rich people can move in now into our city. So we have one last spot to fill for the town center, which is this spot, and I want to add some higher buildings, some medium density buildings, even though we haven't unlocked it, but that's okay. So let's add this building and make it a little bit less New Yorkish and a little bit more Florida style-ish, I guess. So I've deleted these fire escapes and made it a little bit, or I changed a little bit up the color of the building, a little bit more light, I guess. And now let's add some greenery and some parking to finish off this building here. And you can see it's not the most perfect town. It has some edges here and there, but that's what we want to see, right? Some dirt and some graffiti, some rubble. But that's how real city looks in most places, or in some places, I guess. Okay, I want to add another building, another multi-story building, and I decided to take a commercial and resident combined building with a little restaurant at the bottom, so that people have a place to eat in the middle of their neighborhood. And I want to add a little playground and some parking nearby. So let's see what we can do for our people here in Fort Chaosdale. And unfortunately, sides of the building don't change color, so it's a little unfortunate. But alright, it is what it is. And a large village, a little bit more money, that's good. And we've unlocked fire and police stuff. But for now, let's unlock some parking, because I need a little parking lot. Yeah. Let's see where it is. No. That is the one I want for here. And already the people coming in to park. That is great to see. So let's detail around this parking lot. As said, I want to add a playground. And of course, greenery. So, there we are. We've created a nice town center in the middle of the neighborhood. What do you think? Do you like it? What could I change? Or are you happy with our town center? But we're not done yet with this episode. I want to extend this neighborhood a little bit more. So, enjoy the rest of the episode. We want to add some more residential buildings alongside these tracks. A little bit of lower wealth buildings, I guess. But we'll create a fence behind those buildings so they are not that affected by the train noise. And after adding some more path, as we usually do here in our city with invisible path and this nice mud terrain layer, we can add a dog park. I think a dog park is a nice addition to the neighborhood. Let's make it a little bit more unique. Add some parking, add some trees and fences, and then we have a nice dog park where hopefully some dogs will have a good time, because you know we have a lot of dogs in this game. I've noticed in my last city at least. So a dog park isn't the worst thing in the world. And already some people coming into the park. I mean, this person forgot his dog, but alright. It's a start. Yeah, and here we are. This is dog park in the middle of this neighborhood, right next to the train tracks. Maybe a little bit of water for the thirsty dogs when they had some fun activities. And I made a nice industrial building which I detailed up a fair amount, but I forgot to record it. So there was a picture of it, and you can see there in the upper right corner. And now let's add some residential buildings next to this small building, which doesn't cause any pollution, I think. So they will be fine living next to this small industrial building here. Okay, nearly done with this episode, but we have to fill in those last spaces. And let's extend this lot a little bit more. We can add some custom parking so we have a nice usage of this space. And so far so good. I want to fill the last gap and then we're done for today, and this is the last gap. 3, 4, 5 more homes. And we haven't reached 1,000 people yet, but I'm sure we will make it there in the next episode, where I'm hoping to get some education into the city and some policing and fire departments as well. We'll see. But education would be cool, a nice custom school building and more. After that, I want to detail up the crematorium. So I hope we can do something good in the next episode here in Fort Chaosdale. So the last hedges for today. And thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you back here on my channel Chaos Fun in the next episode of Fort Chaosdale. Enjoy the cinematics. Goodbye.